guys are coming out with, and obviously it's not all clean, but there's some great learning going on, and we've got 3 practices left. But what I get energized by with this group is that I don't feel like anybody's counting down. I think everyone's coming out with a purpose to the day, and we need to make sure that we maximize the 3 opportunities we get next week. But they've been fun to be around, and like I said, not that it's all perfect, but I think there's some great learning and teachable moments every time we go, and it's what you do with that opportunity. I think you saw it last couple practices with the receivers. Guys are fighting to come back, or guys are get a lot of reps because we're low in the numbers, but like seeing guys fighting through it. And I thought Jazz put together a couple days. It's good to get Rob back and going, and I think the other guys get a chance to step up or not be consistent. And it's a coaching point. You got to be more consistent. So I like the way the guys are approaching it, and glad it's spring and not fall. But we appreciate this group right now.
Well, you mentioned about things not being clean. If you got linemen jumping offside, as a coach, how do you address that, whether it's spring, camp, or in season?
I think like right there today was a good example that you got to address it with the situations. You guys, you're stacking a drive together, and you jump off sides, stay down, and then you don't want to jump off sides. That's a controllable penalty. But then I think we spent some time on how you can respond. Like that stuff happens, bad stuff happens, and how you respond, and it's going back, and you can't have the carryover from one play to another. Just in that little window, there was, and I think when you put it in a scrimmage setting, for in practice, you jump off sides, you're out, you're missing an opportunity, and you got to do something to get them to lock in. And no one's, I think it's a shame on us as coaches if we're putting a guy in that doesn't care. So they're caring. If the guy drops the ball or drops a pick or misses a tackle, what can we do what's causing it? And a lot of it is trust yourself. If you're a tackle and trust that you're going to have a good set, and you don't have to cheat to get on that. So they're all really good teachable moments.
Have you decided on a spring game format yet? If so, what will that look like?
I haven't. Certainly got an idea, but haven't finalized anything. It's not ready for print yet.
You mentioned the wide receivers.
I don't think I speak till after that, so that way I don't have to talk about it.
You mentioned the wide receivers. I think George Rushing was one of those guys that has kind of improved from where he was last year to now.
I thought George Thursday did some of the things that were repeatedly getting him in trouble. I thought he did a better job of, and I noticed a couple today that he was carrying those positive steps forward. I'm anxious to look and see the rest of the tape. But yeah, I appreciate it. He's one of the guys in that group that's gone every day, and I think George's, a lot of it's just having that self-confidence that he can trust himself to let it go and getting out of that comfort zone. And so it's every day is a good day. And spring's awesome because you can learn. As long as no one gets hurt on that play, it's a great play.
Reggie Love has put together a few good days. What have you seen from him?
Yeah, Reggie hadn't practiced since a couple days. I appreciate him coming back out, and Reggie's played football. He knows it, and I think it's getting him comfortable, not just with what he's doing. Reggie knows the plays and the playbook, but it's just getting him comfortable, and it was good to have him out. It's kind of like Rob when he fought back in those first couple of days. He certainly wasn't full go today, but he did enough to, I think, get some good work and give himself a chance to get some things on tape that he can learn from.
I don't know how much you worry about what the kicker does. Rafael can't control that, but what do you expect from him this year? Because good freshman year, a little up and down last year.
Yeah, I think at the tail end of it, with Hoff, and really all the players at that, now you're entering your 3rd season. I think it's consistency is one thing, and I've appreciated. Fans might not recognize him. He's done a great job, and that's where all this, things off the field do carry over on the field. And I think he's taking steps, and he's lost 20, 25 pounds, and what that means to kicking, I really don't know, but I do know that he's committed to finding areas where he can get better, and I think consistency. He's certainly talented.
You said that there's a lot of no one's counting the days down for the end of spring, but there were some scrums out here today. How do you view those? Are you okay with them as long as they don't get out of control?
Yeah, and it's you know, what's causing it. And there's a fine line on it, right? And I think that's, you know, when you get a group that's competitive and all that, and I think you got to be smart. Now that one was in a, you know, a situation where you're scrimmaging. We weren't tackling, but we're, you know, moving the chains, and whatever happened in that play was going to affect the situation of the next one. And you know, right down there, you got it. One kid get tossed out of the game, and that you've got to learn to keep your composure. But you know, there's a few of those we've had them, and you know, I think there's times, and they're also individual. You know, you don't say that you like fighting, but you understand it.
I know it's been a long time till the first game and a long time since Corey's surgery, but does he finally physically look like a guy who can make plays as opposed to what he was at some points last year?
Yeah, I think that right now Corey's, it's been a long rehab road, but I think that he's starting to have the confidence back, and you know, he's not. I don't think he's thinking as much about the injury, and I think the last couple days you've seen him kind of be able to turn it loose, and certainly he's talented.